Good Sunday morning, everybody, and welcome to a new vlog. Something on the floor. Good morning, Mr. Gehm.
Hello, everyone.
So, at some point, we'll have Bobby do a Bobby breakdown on the Packer draft. Well, the NFL draft, but the Packers side of things. And I realized that I sort of left you guys hanging yesterday.
Well,
I'm real sorry. So, let me just put this over here before I forget. So, I left the vlog off when I was going to deliver goodies to people. And I came back, and then we drove. I think I talked about it, but I'll tell them what you got, honey.
well, after looking around, we stopped at a few other dealerships up in Minocqua when we were there Friday, and then we found the truck that we were curious in Minocqua, but we left. We didn't talk to anyone at that dealership.
We weren't that curious, but we were.
Yeah, I mean,
we were curious.
We were curious. So on the way home, Kristin said, "Well, there's a Ford dealership in Wausau. Maybe we should stop in there and see if they have anything." And yeah, what could it hurt? We had to drive through Wausau to get back home anyway. So
nothing but time on our hands.
right, and it was a great day, beautiful day. I mean, we've had a nice weekend here so far. Finally. But yeah, we went in there and we looked around at a bunch of vehicles, and one kind of caught our eye, and it was, a little bigger than what we probably wanted or needed.
You'll see later. We'll show you guys later.
However, the price was pretty good. And so we started talking and dealing and took the truck for a ride. And it's not the Lariat package like the one we did, but other than the leather and the cooled seats and the heated steering wheel.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the dual
doesn't have climate
temperature
control for the heating and air conditioning, but it's just a cab in the truck. It's not that big.
Right.
And it's a stiffer suspension, so the ride probably isn't as good either. But the price was right, and it's a brand new vehicle, so I still didn't get what I really wanted to get for my truck, but.
What you mean, you?
Well, Kristin. No, I didn't either. But,
I know.
But I understand. I mean.
We were close.
It
was within a few hundred.
Yeah. And the market is for used truck. The old truck was a double cab, like an extended cab type. This one's a crew cab. So, I mean, I understand where they were coming from, and I mean, I know they have to make money to roll, but Kristin did. I'm very proud of Kristin. She did a very good job of negotiating, and the sales guy at the place we stopped at in Wausau was very understanding. We made it clear that when it came to the financial part, Kristin was going to be doing the dealing. So when we took it for a ride, and he was very knowledgeable too.
Yeah.
And he,
so much better than the dude
one of the
up
first
in
questions he asked was, well, okay, what do you need in a truck? I'm not going to put you in a truck that you don't need. And in all reality, 90% of the time,
we don't
this
need
is
that
overkill what we have. But, we have that camper, and Kristin's thinking about in a year or so upgrading to a fifth wheel. Well, now we have the truck, and we have a lot, we can get a pretty good sized fifth wheel trailer now. So we won't have any limitations there.
Yeah, and I would say too, it's not just, it really isn't 90% of the time. I mean, I mean, your truck I guess was fine for the Bolt, but when we pull that camper, I just, it's not, Bobby loves camping, but he did not love pulling the camper in the current truck. It made him super nervous. He hardly ever drives with two hands on the wheel, but when he towed that camper, he had both hands on the wheel, and it's just not as fun for him. It's a stressful thing, which is why I finally gave in, and I don't want it to be stressful for him when we are camping. So, so tell them exactly what you got. You're telling them all the back, but not the excitement of it all.
Well, we have a brand new 2020 Ford F350.
It's so tall, it doesn't fit in the garage. Well, the 250 wouldn't have either.
No, we already knew that going
Right.
So the bright spot about that is now the boat will be able to stay home year round. So.
Right.
But it's got a 7.3 liter gas engine in it. So it's a brand new motor that Ford is. They used to make a 7.3 diesel Power Stroke. They switched it to gas. So the first thing we did was we called a friend of ours from down south that knows a lot about vehicles. And the first thing he said to Kristin when she talked to him was, well, when we went to the auto show in Chicago back last fall or whatever it was, that was the most impressive vehicle he looked at. So, so that helped make a decision. But yeah, when it comes, like I said earlier, Kristin really made me proud. The sales guy accepted the fact that when we got back from taking it for a test drive, that I told him right out, I'm happy. Now you got to make her happy, right? So
just no easy chore.
And then from then on, it was just him and Kristin. You
Yep.
know, he hardly looked at me at all once we started talking numbers and things like that. She pretty much handled, and with respect, he had a lot of respect for Kristin. That's what really, I mean, that's kind of probably what sealed the deal. I mean, there was a couple of spots where we were going to get up and go and
We
think
did
about
get
it.
up.
Yeah,
we were practically halfway out the door.
But, he kept us going, and mainly Kristin. So I admire him for that. I mean, so a lot of respect there. So. And then we found out some stuff on Kristin's vehicle too that we didn't know.
Yeah, that was really nice too. They're a Lincoln dealer, and I actually thought we had to trade our Lincoln in at the place where we bought it, and they were like, "That's absolutely not true." He says they'll tell you that's what you have to do because they want you to come in and at least they want to get you a new vehicle or whatever. He said, but no, that's absolutely not true. So we are going to trade when we're ready to turn in my lease. We'll go there and work with them. Their F&I guy, the finance and insurance guy, he was awesome. I really liked him. I didn't like him initially, but he was better yesterday. I think he was tired.
Well, it was his first day back.
Yeah,
right.
He had been off for a month. Like I'm assuming on furlough. He didn't say. He just said they called him back that day.
Well, he was expecting not to come back till Monday, and they called him on Friday and asked him to come in.
Right. Yeah. So one of the things he was telling us, just as a random COVID side note, is that there aren't as many cases in northern Wisconsin as there are in southern Wisconsin. But Bergstrom, which is a huge car dealer I thought it was just Green Bay, but they're all over the state. Yeah. So they had chosen to shut their doors, and so all the people that were wanting to buy vehicles were like driving north to buy them. And so to these guys' credit, the name of the place is Kosurik. To Kosurik's credit, they shut it down because they didn't want all those people coming up. They were like, no, I'm sorry, we can't. So I thought that was neat too because they could have been selling cars left and right. And they made the decision not to because of that. So anyway, so yeah. So we'll show you guys later. I apologize that I kind of let you hang it in the last vlog, but I was out of my parents longer than I thought. We came home and then Bob had to call because for some reason his old truck, the loan was only in his name. He must have picked it up without me. But I called to get the payoff and they wouldn't give it to me. So then Bob had to call and he had to work for it. It just was kind of a whirlwind of a day. And
2 days.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind of a couple days.
Saturday.
And then we went to, we decided, I said, well, I'm really hungry. Because by the time I left the dealership, it was like 2:30 or something like that. Yeah. So we go to, we went, there was a McDonald's right off the exit. So we're pulling into McDonald's and all of a sudden he goes, they switched the plates around? Like, take the plates off the old one, put it, and I was like, well, they must have. So we pull in the drive-thru and I hop out and go, which is no easy chore, mind me, hopping out of that truck. I hop out and look and nope, they sure didn't. So then we went back and he was with, Bob went in and he was with a customer. The guy was with a customer. So Bob and I just ate our sandwiches while we were sitting there.
Yep.
Yep, so there you go. That is your update. So it is 7 o'clock. We slept till almost 6. I mean...
Well, I was up at 4. I just laid in bed.
Well, right, but I guess that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I was up. I did kind of go in and out, but yesterday I took a pretty hard nap on the way home.
Yeah, she was out.
So I was really tired.
Couldn't even stop at Newski's. I didn't want to wake her up.
Aw, thank you, honey.
Yeah.
So today I'm working on laundry. The sheets pulled. I just edited the vlog, which is converting right now. You got a big old hole in your
work shirt.
Yeah. We ended up eating dinner late because we ate lunch late. We got takeout from the corner bar, which is, we're trying to support them like once a week or once every other week if we can. So neither one of us is really hungry, but Bob's going to have some toast with my bread that I made a little bit later. And then he can give you a review on that. And then I think we're just working on some front of the house, but I think we're going to take the truck out for a drive, huh?
Yeah.
Go by Mom and Dad's.
I'm sure this day will be one vlog in itself, especially if I talk about the truck.
That's true. This probably will be. So prepare yourselves for a lot of us today. Oops,
we'll give you the tour.
Yeah, we'll give you the tour of the truck. And understand, I'm just going to preface this, and I'm not going to say it again because I don't want to keep, this annoys people when you say this, but we're just sharing with you guys because I know that you guys like to see those things, and if we don't do a tour, people will ask for a tour of the vehicle. Because I never did one of the Lincoln, and people kept asking me for that. So this is in no means we are not bragging. We're not trying to be showy. We are just going to show you the things because I know that you'll want to see them.
And if you're looking for, if you're looking to buy something new, this maybe will give you some ideas to help you make a decision too.
Right.
With the whole safe stay-at-home thing, I know Kristin's been doing a lot more vlogging lately, so we're just trying to enlighten everyone's day, or we vlog every
brighten
couple
everybody's
days.
day. Yeah.
We're just trying to help.
Right.
The advantage I have is that I've been able to go to work every day.
Right.
And
we're very lucky.
We're very thankful for that. At least I get to get out of the house 5-6 days a week.
And I did talk to some of you guys in a live too about we were concerned he might be laid off, but that is not going to be the case. Otherwise, we would not have gone to buy a truck. Just in case anybody's wondering. Right.
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see?
Well, if things really slow down, if we don't get this economy going.
Well,
but, I'm not too concerned.
You're so, but he's not. Anyway,
Lots of vacation to use.
So hopefully maybe we'll vlog Mom and Dad too, so you guys can say hi to Mom and Dad. It's been a while since you've seen them. Because whenever I go out there, I'm just busy talking to them myself and never remember to take out the camera. So we could throw our chairs in the back of the truck too, maybe sit and chat with them.
Well, we'll see.
It's supposed to be really nice.
I want to do today.
Oh, really? Wow. Mow the lawn and what else?
Get the boat.
No.
1 o'clock. That's when I got to meet John. Unless you don't want me to do that today, I can just tell him to pull it out and leave it, and then I'll just go pick it up one day this week.
Well, yeah. We'll see how the day goes.
All right, we'll get it tomorrow.
I'd like to go out and show Mom and Dad the truck and chat with them a little bit. So.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get going. I'll see you guys later. All right, guys. It is 8 o'clock, and we have watched church. And now I'm getting on to some of my chores of the day. I'm making some tuna salad for this week. And when I shopped, thank you. I had to pause and sneeze. When I shopped this week, I bought, I do this every once in a while, where I buy a good amount of chicken. We used to be able to buy frozen chicken. Breasts, and that's what we would always use. You can't find those anymore. So I just bought 4 packs of fresh chicken. And what I decided to do is, we have these sandwich bags that we don't ever use. They came in a multi-pack that we bought from Costco, but we generally don't use these sandwich bags because Bob takes his in a reusable container. But I thought I would put the chicken breasts each, in here so they were individual, and then I'll put all of those in a freezer bag so it's protected. That way I don't have to do what I did a couple of vlogs ago where I show you I was trying to thaw it out to get them apart anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend some time here putting some chicken breasts in bags, and then I also bought a bunch of hamburger that I'm going to weigh and separate out, and get that in the freezer as well. So that's what I'm doing this morning. This one's doing the same thing it was before, catching up on his papers.
Yep.
And we're watching the news. It's an exciting Sunday morning here at the games. Okay, so I decided I would tell you guys how I do this. So I put the chicken, I got that all handled. So now I took the ground beef that I have, added up the total pounds, and it's 9.77. Most of the recipes I use is either, it's pretty much a pound. I will generally do 1.25 pounds or 1.5 pounds in chili, and when I do meatloaf, it's 1.25 pounds, 1.5 pounds, something like that. So I'm going to do one and a half pound, one and a quarter pound, and then I'm going to do the rest at 1 pound packages. And I use, oh, my dry ice done. Use, you got something to say, okay? I'm soaking my CPAP top here, in case you're wondering what, I do vinegar and water, in case anybody's curious. Anyway, so I use wax like this, freezer paper, and then I just fold them up and fold them down. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done, and then fold them under. Sometimes I put freezer tape on it, sometimes I can't. The freezer tape was missing in action last time I saw, so probably won't be doing that. And then I use a wax pencil to write on it. So I'll show you guys as I go. All right, I'm just laughing at how I have like 40 things going at one time here. So I just stopped, my dryer went off and made the bed. And I have my pasta done for tuna salad, so I'm just letting that drain there. And I'm all set up here. Let me get my freezer paper put away. You guys just hang out there for a second while I stick it in the drawer. So I have my scale out. I bought this on Amazon. It's an OXO, whatever, scale. So I just put my paper on. Okay. So I just put my paper on there, zero it out, and then I have all the meat that I bought. I stacked them all up on each other, so that way I'm not touching packages and other things. And once I start touching meat, I only have to be touching meat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what's happening here. Oh, I need to get the wax. Bob's vacuuming, by the way. He has switched to do some of those things on Sunday. I can't stop sneezing. He has switched to doing some of those things on Sunday now, so that it doesn't bother me while I'm working when it comes home. But anyway, this kind of pencil, that's what I'm going to use. Right. So this is how, by the way, my dad taught me how to do this. Way back when. This is how they always did it when we were growing up. So I have two, like I said, I have a 1.5 pound and a 1 1/4 pound. And I always just put the date, the pound, and then HB for hamburger. I realize I could probably tell, but I like to label it. It's fine. And then I have 7 here that are just 1 pound packages. So I'm going to go ahead and actually have Bob probably take those down to the basement for me. And I'm going to cut his hair. And then I don't know what's next. I'm, working on laundry. I have the last load in the washer, second load in the dryer. And the first load already done. Wiped down my, I don't even know what this is. It's weird. It's like a random piece of like leather or something here. I'm going to, oh, you know what it is? It's not leather. It's a piece of that foam thing that the meat was on. Seriously. All right, so I'm going to wipe, first I'm going to wipe down the counters and then hand these over to Bob. That's going to be that for the meat. All right, so I just thought I would run down in case anybody's curious. My tuna salad, there's no recipe. I mean, there is a recipe, but there's no, I don't have it written down. So I use 3 cans of tuna in water, drained in here, a bag of peas, frozen peas, like a smallish bag, I don't, here actually. I just tossed it in the garbage, I'll tell you. I don't think it matters, I just don't like to get the big one. 12 ounces of peas. And then I do a 1 pound box of medium shells, like this. So I have the tuna in there. I break it all up, add the peas right from the freezer, stick it in there. Then I'm going to dump in the shells. And then all I'm going to do from here is mix it up. And I just add mayo till I like the way it looks. Salt, pepper, and onion powder. That's it. A lot of people put eggs and stuff in there. I just don't. And I never have. I don't think my mom did either, as I think about it. So that's it. That's my tuna salad. And Bob really likes it, which is nice that he likes it because it's super easy, pretty inexpensive to make, and will feed us for quite a few meals actually. So sometimes I have it as a main dish, which is what we're doing this week, and sometimes we'll have it just as a side dish if we've grilled a bunch of things out on the grill or whatever. Tonight we're having barbecue chicken on the grill, and then I just have a couple of either we're going to do one of the potatoes that, that I've had before. I did buy some of the Idahoan, or however you say that you guys really told me you liked. I did buy some of those. So I may mix one of the ones we didn't like, the Betty Crocker ones, with one of the Idahoans or something like that, and just kind of make it not so bad, but we'll see. Either that or I'll use up the other ones on shepherd's pie or something like that. But anyway, so that's tuna salad. I hear that Bob is ready, so I'm going to go cut his hair, and then I will come back and finish this up. All right, I had some toast. It is 9. Oh, shoot, I got to... Just remembered something I started and didn't finish. I changed out the laundry, or took the stuff out of the dryer, put it in the basket, hung up the stuff over the chairs that needs to hang, and I was like, oh, I never did fold the laundry before I picked up my camera. But, all right, so it's 20 to 10. We are going to leave about 10:30 to go out to my mom and dad's, bring them the paper and whatever else they might need. Sorry. Whatever else they might need. Show them the truck. So I'm just going to get dressed and put my hair in a hat, and I will just laughing at why I don't just do these things before I talk to you. And then I'm going to plan on showering later, or maybe I'll take a bath later. We'll see what the day brings. I did open the window in here because it's supposed to be nice out, and I just feel like we could use some fresh air up in here. So, yeah, I'm going to throw on a hat and put some actual clothes on, wash my face, and yeah, we're going to head out in just a little bit. So, hello from the first time inside the truck.
Hi.
We've run into one snafu. The hitch is bigger than every other hitch we've ever had. It's a 3-inch instead of a 2-inch, right? So that's a snafu. We stopped at... Sorry, I had to shut the visor thing. We stopped at the True Value, and they didn't have what he needs. He needs a new one to go... In order to go pick up the boat, he needs a different kind of hitch anyway. But we're going to get an adapter for it for the camper and everything. So, anyway. I tell ya, it's never ending.
Never ends.
So it is a beautiful day. I think it's about 60. I don't know. Where's your... Oh, there it is. 57.
Same as on your vehicle.
Right, yes. We're just heading out to my parents to show them the truck and then come back, and Bobby's got some stuff to do. So yeah, just I would say hello, and we've named the vehicle already. This is Freddie the Ford. We name all of our vehicles. My car is Lucy, or my vehicle is Lucy the Lincoln.
Lucy.
What can we say? I've named every car I've had except for maybe one. I don't know that black Impala that I named that. But anyway. Alright, so I'll try to remember to get the camera out and vlog my parents a little bit. At least let them say hello to everybody. So we'll see. But I'll check in with you guys in a little bit.
So comfortable for a long trip.
Excellent. You guys are out at my mom and dad's. Look, my mom's alive. I promise she is. There she is. I said, get on up in there. I'm keeping a distance. We're distancing. But it just shows you how big the thing is. She's lost in there.
My doctor Burks.
Yeah, she put this is okay. So I don't think I've told you guys. Maybe I have. I can't remember if I've vlogged about this or not. But every time my uncle calls her Dr. Scarf Lady, Dr. Burks. And so every time she comes on, because she's got a different scarf. I mean, she has to have a whole closet for these scarves. And so, because she's got a lot of them, and so we rate them each day via text messaging. So Mom comes walking down there, and she's wearing a scarf or her sweatshirt.
It's the new way to wear a sweatshirt. I just want to say that it's the data that's going to drive the granular platform,
exactly.
Which will inform us as to which county can come out.
Oh gosh!
Be free.
Bob has said he likes her the best because he feels like she's the most prepared. You know, of those briefings. She always knows what she's talking about. And
I think so too.
So yeah.
She knows how to handle the craziness, I think.
Yeah, I think
she's
you're right.
been in the game a long time.
Yeah, for sure. And she speaks like mom language too, because you guys know my mom's been RN.
Well, I've learned a lot.
She's in our, have you?
I've learned a lot of corporate public health jargon.
Right. So then what's going on over here is that they apparently, Mom was sitting up there reading and doing whatnot a few days ago, and she saw something poke its little head out. Long story short, they believe that it is a mouse that decided to take up residency in the Impala.
And I put a mouse trap in there now.
Did you? Smart. So, but what's that? Oh, the bounce. Yeah, that we put those in the campers. Or in the camper. We do not. But you can say hi to the people. He's alive too.
God bless you all. Stay safe. Drink water.
That's right. Yeah. Social distance.
Wash your
You see,
hands.
they're apart. Mom and I were apart. Daddy, you have to hop up in the truck and see what you think.
It is really comfortable.
This is. Look at how tall this is compared to my mother. It's just ginormous.
Well, I'm not a benchmark for
Yeah, right. But still, even compared to my dad, it's a big old truck.
That is big.
But hop up in there, Daddy.
It's bigger than that.
I don't even know. Matthew, what does he have? A Dodge, honey?
Yeah, he's a Ram.
Oh, a Dodge Ram, yeah.
Matt.
Matt,
But
right?
It's higher than.
I mean, I could see you driving this, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
It's comfy, right?
Mercy sakes alive.
I have to show you a convoy. Seriously, I'll show you the back because that's really where he'll be sitting. But it's going to be comfortable for you too, Daddy. Side note: on my live the other day, I said something about starts with T, and that I did the whole rhymes with T and stands for trouble and all that. Okay, so here, let me put this down.
P and that stands for
So that's
pool.
the storage. Open close.
That's nice.
Okay, now pull it down. Pull down the seat corner. Thank you. So look at all that leg room you got in there, Daddy. Oh, I see. I know that.
Yeah.
That's what we bought today.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
I know. But see, won't you be very comfortable in
Oh,
there?
yeah. Lots of room. Plenty of room
Yeah.
to sleep.
Right.
What else
I mean,
you do
if
when
we
you're
need
riding?
to. Well, right. Exactly. Anyway, I wanted to let Mom and Dad say hello. Man, I love the new car smell. I cannot tell a lie. I'm a big fan of the new car smell.
Well, there is that.
Oh, hey, how was my bread?
Your bread was wonderful.
My first try. I said that I told him in my live yesterday that I was afraid to bring you some because he makes such good bread. I
Very
wanted to
good
make sure.
plain and very good toasted.
I had some toasted this morning. Just
all
needs
good.
salt.
Yeah.
We both
But not
Dad
bad.
agrees with
You
me.
could use
Right.
a little, but
It
not
just
bad.
needs a little salt, but and the cookies were a thumbs up.
Yep.
Yep.
And your coffee cake when you make it is going to be wonderful. I'm telling you. I'm not cheating on the recipe.
Oh, that reminds me. I promised Martha that I would send her a picture of my cookbook, but I told her it's not realized that Dad has changed it. Although I wrote some of your changes in the cookbook, but I promise you guys, once we are allowed to be in the same room together, I will have him and we will get this handled. If that's a promise I'm making, we will get it handled. So anyway, I just want to let you guys say hi to my parents. Let them say hi to you. Wave bye-bye. Wave bye-bye, Mama. All right, we'll see. We'll see you guys. All right, it's 3:20. I don't remember when we checked in, but I visited with my parents, came back. I don't know if I talked about that. Bob is outside. Actually, I'm going to open this a little bit. All of my pants are air drying here. In case you see things behind me. He moved the grill out here. So that's nice. Get some fresh air here. Actually, some of these are dry. Anyway, so he moved the grill outside from the garage. We put it in the garage in the winter, and he just rolls it out when we grill during the winter. And let's go back in my office. And he mowed the lawn. And I have done not a lot. I did a little bit of organization, sort of pick up cleaning. And then I sat down to try to nap, but I couldn't nap. And then I started watching they're replaying Super Bowl 31, which is when the Packers beat the Patriots. It's one of my favorite all-time Packer moments ever when Brett Favre gets that first touchdown and he looks like he's about 12 and he's running through with his arm up in the air and his helmet in his hand. And anyway, so I see he brought me some receipts too. So, sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Let me put these dishes away. So now I'm going to get up and I'm going to work on my cookbook organization just because I need to do something. I'd like to sit outside, but I don't really have anything to do outside. And I'm not one to just go out and sit. I just don't do that. And I don't want to give myself a headache. And if I try to read in the sun, like if I try to start a book and read in the sun, it's going to give me a headache. So, what I have here, I bought this a long time ago. I've showed you guys this before. I found this on Amazon. And so I'm going to do some organization with this. And I'm going to show you, I'm just switching hands. I have all of these recipes that I printed out over the, the whole rule I had for myself was that I wasn't going to do this again. And yet I did. So, at any rate, I want to go through this, pull out any recipes that I saved that I didn't like, that I saved that I never made, or, whatever the case may be here. And then put them, they're not in any order in here, which is not like me at all. Well, that's not true. That's not necessarily true. I kind of have them with breakfast stuff, and then there's like cookies, then desserts, and then I think like real food first, further back. Real food. And I just would like to use, this one has tabs in it and things. So I want to kind of see if I can just combine them and use the tabs in both. So, this one maybe would have side dishes and meats, and this one would have desserts and bars. So I don't know, something like that. I haven't figured it out, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get myself a Diet Coke. And I'm going to put some cherry juice in it, which makes me happy. First I'm going to put this away. Well, there's Big Bad. Hi.
Hello.
So yeah, that's what's happening. Honey, the Packers are winning the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 31.
Oh.
They're winning. What's that?
They're winning.
They are. There was a while when they were losing, and Ange had texted me, my friend Ange had texted me, she's like, what you doing? I'm like, watching the Packers and they're losing. I'm real nervous. I wanted to stick this in here. My CPAP container. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm working my cookbook and checking with Bobby. I have a feeling we are not going to get to the truck tour today. Right.
Do it right now.
You guys should look at this sweatshirt. Can we just... I told him maybe this needs to be a... This is not like these are new stains.
I'm working. I'm working.
It's this working sweatshirt. At any rate.
We can do it right now if you want.
All right, we can do it right now. All right, so there she is. A lot of bugs on her already. Actually, him. It's a him.
Fred.
Freddie. Not Fred. You can't have a one syllable. It has to be two.
So first of all, look at the humongous back seat. I mean,
There's the
Kareem
hitch.
Abdul-Jabbar can fit that. And then
My
these
dad
seats
has long
fold
legs.
up.
So yep, the seats fold up,
There's
and then there's
storage container underneath there, and if you need to, you can always fold this down if you need something, and both seats on both sides flip up, so you can.
Yep. I mean, you could fit lots of
Probably,
stuff back
yeah.
there.
So lots of storage.
And there's a nice little storage on the doors.
Yep.
Place for a water bottle.
Yep.
And there's here.
It's tall.
It is tall. There's cup holders that people can use
We
back
never
here,
looked
or
to
they're
see if they
extra
know.
up there.
I don't think that middle thing folds down 'cause it's got the headrest
This
on
one?
it.
No, here, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Yeah. It's the color is magnetic
Yep,
when I
that's what
looked
they
it up.
call it, magnetic.
Magnetic. Much like my personality. Oh, I can't even say it with a straight face.
It's already got the fifth wheel prep package on it.
Oh yeah, that was one of the things that we liked, is that
Yep.
you can see, you can see the center there. That's the fifth wheel prep package.
And then for us old people,
Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, we can't get up to it, get up on it here because of the
Right.
angle of our driveway.
Right.
But it's got a step. This looks much higher than it is because just so you guys know, our driveway goes down like that. So,
right.
so there's a nice handle. Yeah, if you're on level ground, you just put your foot up there, use your handle, and up you go.
Yep.
Which will be nice for me. I get up there a lot in the summer when we go to get wood while we're camping, and it will make that easier for me to get in and out of there, as Bob would say. It's probably a little wind noise. Sorry, you guys. And so the drama of the day was that the hitch down here is a 3-inch, not a 2-inch, but we got that handled today at Fleet Farm, of course. Why? Why
Yeah,
not?
it's a little bit bigger than the other trucks.
It is. So there you go. I'm falling down our hill here. You can kind of see the color a little bit better. She's pretty, and it'll match both the boat, I think, and the camper.
Driving compartment. Plenty of storage. You got your I mean, typical new vehicle stuff today.
Yep. This is kind of cool though.
Oh, yeah.
This will slide over, so you can have 4 instead of 2, or you can have the space, and then it will hold like larger containers too, which is nice. And it has a little upper one and a little lower one.
Napkins
So there
in
you
there
go.
already.
Right, because I have to have napkins everywhere.
Yep.
So there you go.
Did you even look on your side of the visor if there was a mirror there for you?
I did already, and I used it.
Yeah, there it is.
No lights, but.
You're pretty bright, honey. You don't
Oh
need
boy.
lights, so.
So there you have it,
Yeah,
and
we're looking forward to a lot more safe with Chloe.
right. A lot more fun camping.
Yeah, so we were just going to get the 250, which would have been big enough.
I'm just getting out of the wind.
Kind of caught our eye, and it's an F350, but it was priced right, bigger
Yep.
than what we need. So,
Yep.
bigger engine, bigger everything, but it's gas instead of diesel, so I guess that's an advantage.
Yeah.
'Cause I make, one of the things that concerned me about the diesel engine was I make short trips. I only drive 2 minutes to work, so
Right.
that's not a lot of time for a diesel engine to warm up, and that's really not good for them. So,
Nope, diesels want to work.
yep, they want to work. So,
So there you go. There
right.
she is.
I'm sure there'll be some more vlogging coming.
From the truck. It won't fit in the garage, so
Nope, that's not it.
that's its spot. And then the boat will be here permanently. We won't have to store that anymore. So that'll be nice. That will be nice. Well, thanks for the tour game.
You're welcome.
I'm going to work on my cookbooks, watch the Packers win the Super Bowl. And later Bobby's going to grill up some chicken for us. We're going to do a little barbecue chicken. And he's going to grill me up some turkey burgers. Oops, I need a pen. And that's going to be that. So we'll give you a little shot of that later to close out. It's 20-5. The Packers are about to win the Super Bowl. There's like 3 minutes left in the in the game. It's just kind of fun to watch the old games. I don't normally like to watch stuff like this, but it's kind of fun because there's no sports to watch right now. So I have to make a correction. I said that I got this cookbook on Amazon, and that is a lie. I actually remembered that a subscriber sent this to me very sweetly, and I looked up other ones on Amazon and ended up deciding to just keep the one I was using and use this one. I was going to get another one exactly like this, but I decided to keep this one. That's just so we're all clear. So I'm gonna stand for a little bit. I've been sitting and doing this, and I went through and took a bunch out. I know I'm not going to make here, so there's a little pile of garbage. And I have tabs for most of my categories, actually, which is good. What I'm missing is like a frosting tab. And I want, not missing necessarily, but I want to make, and a candy tab. I need to look, frosting, candy. And like apple butter, like jams and canning things. I need something for that, some sort of tab for that. And then I want to do an Instant Pot tab. So I'm going to figure out, I'm going to go actually see if I have anything in my office that I can use for that. But yeah, so at least I've got the sorting. I wanted to see. Oh yeah, it's still 68. Well, the temperature wasn't here. We had the door open. Bob's grilling up my turkey burgers for me. So I'm going to see what I have in here. I don't think I have any tabs like that. So I may just make some out of something. I'll figure something out. All right. It's a little after 5. We decided we were going to eat at 6, but I was hungry and I was like, should I have a snack? Or he said, no, I'm hungry too. So he went ahead and these are the turkey burgers that he grilled up. I just like them. They don't have to be. They can be cooked on the stove, but I think they just taste better because I don't love a turkey burger to begin with, like that kind. Anyway, they taste better because they're cooked on the grill, so they have the seasoning of the grill. And I made the sour cream and chive mashed potatoes, and I'm happy to report that they taste much better. And it called for 2.5 cups of water, I think. I used 2. No, I threw it away. But whatever the measurement was for water, I used a half cup less. So I think that will work. And then Game's coming in with the... He also had a venison backstrap that he marinated and grilled up for your lunches or something. Are you having that tonight?
Well, I can have some tonight. Yeah, but,
so, you know, it's just like a meat fest here, really.
well,
so there we go.
The turkey burgers add a nice alternative for lunches.
Yeah, for sure.
Rather than just lunch meat or peanut butter and jelly. And,
right.
The tenderloin, I didn't even know I had. I found that in the freezer. And
so
it was wrapped good, so I let it thaw out, and it looked good and smelled good, so that was fine. And then, obviously, the chicken. I mean, I don't know how you guys, I boil. When I do chicken on the bone, I boil it first, because you don't want to mess around with meat. You want to make sure it gets cooked. So
he boils it with a bunch of spices in the
just onion
pot.
And garlic, onion powder and garlic powder.
You don't put salt in there?
Nope.
Oh, I thought you did salt too. Okay. Well, there you go. So we're gonna eat, and we're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna close out this vlog since I feel like it's a long vlog. We have
all right. Yeah.
We never did get Bobby's breakdown on the draft.
Well, we
today.
got all week.
So we'll
everyone can think of all
we'll come back to that to you next time. So I'm gonna get some plates out. We're gonna eat, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.